Hi, and welcome to Pam Designs. Today, I am going to be playing with these papers. So, not the big ones, but these little ones. These are the sample size papers that I tend to print along with my 4.5 by 4.5 decoupage papers when I get an order. I always print these little sample size so that they can be included as little freebies with orders. I mean, as of right now, that's what I'm doing. And so I accidentally printed this particular page. This is what they ordered, but I accidentally printed it on regular copy paper. So instead of throwing it away, I've decided to try to make something out of it. I probably could have just used my paper trimmer for this, a guillotine, but oops, can't really see. I think what I'm going to be doing is making corner bookmarks. I've made some hidden paper clips, and I think I've made 2 hidden paper clip videos. So those are here on my channel. And I'm not generally a paper crafter, but because I'm generating more paper, like in terms of like scrap, because of my prints, and I end up with scrap cardstock as well as scrap rice paper. I don't like to throw things away, so I'm gonna just trim this up a bit. I think there's another one here somewhere, and I'm just sort of figuring this out as I go. Like I said, I'm not generally speaking a paper crafter, but I'm going to give this a shot. And I'm still, generally speaking, learning how to do certain things. So bear with me. So what I want to do is have this be a corner piece. And I'm using this scrap. That's why I'm not going to cut a piece that's going to fit it exactly. I probably could have waited to trim it down, but I'm just winging it, so to speak. So I think what I'm going to do, since I want this to be on the corner, is I want this to be that's about right. I want this to be like the back. I don't, I'm pretty sure there's a better, smoother way of doing this. I don't see my little, I don't have a, oh, I do have a bone folder, but that's somewhere else. I'm going to use the back. I'm just using the corner of this glue. I'm not actually gluing something. That's pretty smooth. Okay, so that works. So I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and just cut this so it'll be smaller in terms of me being able to work with it. And then I think I'll do a second one, same size. And this, so the little papers that I'm working with, generally speaking, are about 2.25 by 2.25. And then this paper is, let's see, trying not to bump my camera too much. This is about 2 inches. So there will be some trimming involved. But what I want to do is, I think have this here and then bring this here. And then cut it here. And here. So that's going to leave, oops, this, which is still about 2 inches, and this. So this, and then this. I'm going to bring them in together like this. All right, so then I want to make sure those are together. So I'm going to use this glue. Oh no, not this one. Is this the one I'm using? No, I have this other one. My husband actually has a little, I'm going to use this one. My husband has a little stash of glue because he's making a scrapbook for our son, which I think is kind of funny that I have to go into my husband's stash of craft supplies to do this. So I'm going to, so this is, I think I need to put the glue on both sides. So I think what I'll do is I will get a little piece of scrap paper. And again, this isn't something that I feel like I've invented or anything. This isn't some novel idea as far as a corner bookmark. I've seen some, this is shaking the camera. I've seen some, I want to get this all over, where people use fabric and they're sewn. But then, and then I've seen them where instead of having it like a full square, they have it folded like origami, like a little triangle from folding paper. Just making sure I get the edges, and I can kind of see in the light there any spots that I've missed. Again, this is my first time doing this. It's just sort of like an idea because I have these little sample sizes and I want to be able to give my customers who actually receive them some ideas on how to use them. That's why I did the hidden paperclip videos as well. So this has glue. So this is folded. This has glue on the outside, and then this is going to go here. There's no glue on this one. Is that right? Yeah. So that's going to wrap there. And then this is going to come here. And then I'm just going to press these together. And then hopefully this will actually work out the way I want. And then I can do more and maybe embellish them or do something a little different. So now I have these glued together. So now I have this open pocket here for the corner. And then like pretending like this is a page on a book, this should slip right here and serve as your bookmark to hold your place. And it doesn't matter too much that this is not perfect, because what I'm going to do now is decorate it by using these papers, and I'm going to put one on the front and one on the back. So, and I happen to have 2 of each, so I'm going to do 2 bookmarks. So I'm going to, and that seems to be glued down pretty well. I'm going to put some glue here on the outside now so I can embellish this. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. I want it to be kind of centered because it is going to have to hold it up to the light and get a sense of it being centered because I've got the sort of square. I had to hold it up to the light. Sorry about that. So I'm just going to press that down. So it is overlapping, or I could have just done it from the other side just to see that that overlaps just a hair. And I want to make sure I have this. Yeah, that's right. And now I'm going to do the other side. I wonder if I really need to cut this off because I want the edges to be, well, I don't want the edges to be weird. So let's just go ahead and put the other one on. Doing the same thing. I'm putting this glue stick all over. And now I want to make sure that they're lined up. And I'll just use the other one as sort of a guide, the one that's already on there. And now I'm going to press this down. And maybe it'll, now I don't want this lower part to get glued together because that's where you have to slide, that's where you have to slide it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's still good. This is where the pieces are supposed to slide together. So now this is not, there's no glue on here. I don't think there's any danger of these two sticking together, but I'm wondering if I should just cut it anyway. I think I should. I think I should trim it. So now I could, but I do want them to be even, like the border to be even. So I think I'll go ahead and trim it. So I'll just trim this just a bit right to the edge of the paper. I can sort of feel where the cardstock is. I don't know if I said that the base that I'm using is cardstock, and then this is copy paper. Like I said, typically, I'm not cutting something that I shouldn't. Typically, when I have these bits of, that looks good. Typically, these are rice paper, but like I said, I think when I hit print, I didn't have the paper in the right tray. I didn't have the print directed to the right tray, so that caused it to print on the wrong paper. And of course, that's not what the person ordered. So I had to reprint it, but at the same time, this is a little, not all the way down. I'm gonna just a little glue there. So I had to reprint it, but I felt like I don't want to waste anything. So I think that looks really good. I think that looks really sleek and really nice. And so, and then if this were a page on a book, and you want to hold your spot, you just slide this in here. And I think, oh, that looks really nice. I'm actually happy with the way that turned out. I think using the cardstock base gives it enough strength without it being too thick where it's going to like serve as a problem when you're using it as a bookmark. And I mean, you can't really see it in there. You can see it in there, but I don't think it's going to be one of those things that's going to make your book bulkier than it should be. And I think that really came out cute. It really did. So that's the corner bookmark. And I think I'll probably go ahead and make another one at some point. I'm not going to do it right now, but I really like the way that came out. So I love this Bible verse. I use this verse a lot. So if you have any questions on how I did this, I think it's pretty straightforward. Feel free to comment, and I do have a Facebook decoupage group, and there's a link to that below. And I really enjoyed doing this, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Thanks so much for watching.